Holy shitballs. Well, that's rotten. Everyone, welcome back to the channel, and now, today, we're going to install a 2.5 inch stainless steel custom exhaust onto my Seat Ibiza. Now, the exhaust is on it, it's just a horrible, rusty side exit, so this is going to be so much better. Now, the exhaust system is made by STC Motorsport in Portugal, so now we all know that Portugal love their diesels, so this should be a pretty good bit of kit. It's been TIG welded, so honestly the welds in it are absolutely beautiful. It's only done 5 miles, so it's basically brand new. I got a really good price from a friend, so you know who you are, massive shout out to you. So let's get this on. Right, so here's the system. Got brand new gasket, washers, some rubbers. I'm not sure if this will be enough, but you know, there's some still in the car, so I'll probably just reuse them, but got some brand new ones anyway. We've got brand new clamps, so we're pretty much good to go. So as I said, let's get cracking. Man, that's hard. Anyway, that's the car jacked up. Now, I put it on wheels just so we get like as much height as possible, because basically when you're doing a full exhaust system, obviously it's better doing on a ramp, but because I'm doing it on the street, obviously we're going to do it this way. So it's up in the air, so let's get started. Right, obviously before we install the new exhaust, here is the old exhaust setup. Now, it's just like a really rusty old exhaust. I don't know what it's made up of, maybe just scaffolding pipe, but it's absolutely knackered, and as you can see it comes out the side. It's just like a home-based bodge job. It's like really not fit for purpose at all, and to be fair, it probably wouldn't last very long either. It'd probably just rust and fall off. So anyway, that's that. Right, let's get this old exhaust off. Right, we're underneath the car, and yeah, it's really tight up here. I can barely see the bolts, but I'll show you where they are. Yeah, I'm kind of like whether in two minds if they're actually going to come off or not. I'll probably try to get this off camera because there's no way I'm going to film in here, and I'll probably give these a wire brush and a clean with WD-40. So I'll back the camera in a minute. Right, another wee tip. I'll basically just remove the airbox because getting to some of them top bolts was like nearly impossible. So yeah, again, another wee tip if you're doing this yourself, because you know this is a first time for me as well. Remove the airbox, get a long extension, and you'll get them bolts on the exhaust quite easily. So I thought I'd kind of update you guys because I was struggling for a while trying to get access and find the right tools. But yeah, remove the airbox and you make your job a lot easier. So I'll back the camera when the exhaust has been removed. Right, that's the exhaust separated from the turbo and all the nuts removed. Holy shitballs. Well, that's rotten. Literally, I barely moved the exhaust right, the thing just like snapped right in the middle. Jeez. Ugh. Listen, I'm not sure you can see because it's like really sunny and kind of dark here, but yep, that exhaust is definitely knackered. Oh, it's absolutely rotten. Look at the state of it. Man, that exhaust is knackered. So, I said I need to transfer over the mounting points and clean up the studs on the turbo, just so, because I've got brand new nuts and things that to go on, so just so there's like no problems there and everything's like clean and all that stuff. So, let's get it on. I'm not sure you can hear very well, so basically, right, we've cleaned up all the studs on the turbo just so the new bolts don't have any problems going on, and just generally give the engine a wee clean up around here. And also the bracket that obviously holds on the exhaust, the mounting bracket, that's been obviously given a wee rub down and a clean. I've got the brand new rubbers on there as well. So I think with all that done, it's time to install the 2.5-inch downpipe. Then once we've installed that, we'd have to install the rest. So this should be fun. Let's do this. Right, that's the on. Now, that's actually really easy, to be honest. So I'm going to put like the new nuts and bolts on off camera, because obviously there's no way to me kind of film in here because it's like, you know, quite tight. So I'll do that. I'll come back to the camera and we'll fit the rest. So I'll see you in a second. Right, that's the exhaust finally bolted on. I'll tell you, this top nut right here where my finger is was very difficult, because basically, sorry, the camera's out of focus. Basically, because this is a bigger diameter pipe, the stud was like very close to the pipe, so that nut was nearly impossible to get on. So I mean, ideally I could have been done with a smaller stud in there, but unfortunately I don't really want to do that today, and I don't actually have the necessary facilities to do so. But regardless, we're all bolted on. When the car started up, I'll just check for any exhaust leaks and things like that. So let's do the rest.
One eternity later.
Right, that's the exhaust on. Oh man, the exhaust is on, but like it was so difficult. Obviously, where you slide the exhaust into each other, it was really difficult to try to get it all the way to where it's supposed to be, and even then, it still wasn't really playing ball. So I'll show you the exhaust, and then we'll start it up. This should be interesting. Right, guys, my first complaint is pretty much just how far it sticks out past the bumper. But to be fair, if you get a Cupra bumper or something like that, that would basically like take the bumper right out here and like cover all this. Because I mean, it looks a little bit daft sticking out past the bumper, but at the moment I can't help it, because I mean, this is a standard crappy bumper which I'm going to get replaced. So I mean, pretty much just ignore that from now, because I mean, like, I'm getting another bumper anyway. But anyway, on to the next thing. Right, I'm not sure you can see on camera, but this mount here is absolutely nowhere near that. So I've had absolutely no option but to put a tire up from there to there. It's temporary, guys, don't sweat, but something's not right here, but I'll need that fixed at some point. Can't help it. But anyway, on to the next thing. Right, another thing which is quite annoying is that it's basically touching the body, like just it's touching the heat shield up here. Right guys, just a wee update on the issues we were having with the clearance of the exhaust up here, and also the mounting point here. So let me show you what I've done to rectify this problem. Right, so basically what I've done is I've removed a section of the heat shield, was basically where it's hitting off, and that has made up a lot of room, so there's plenty of clearance here now. So it just goes to show how much room that bit of heat shield is actually taking up. Obviously, considering this is obviously a much bigger exhaust, there's just not much room there with that heat shield. So I'm not showing you on camera, but by removing this section of heat shield, it made a big difference. So let me show you what else I've done off camera. Right, so that wee issue I was having with obviously the mount not reaching. So basically I just used another rubber and attached it to the
other one, and it works fine. It looks like a bodge, but it's actually really good. It's really secure, and there's no way it's going anywhere anytime soon. So I might do something more like, you know, permanent in the future, but this is perfect for now. Honestly, it's absolutely solid now. I'm really happy with that. Just use obviously an old rubber with the bracket and attach it to the other mount up here, and it's done. So, job done. But apart from that, we're all good. So, let's start her up. Right, that's us done for today. So, the exhaust is on. It sounds fine. It seems to rev a tiny bit better as well. Apart from that, it's been not too bad. It was not easy though, to be honest. I know I say this quite a lot, but it was a bit of a faff. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. So if you're thinking about installing an exhaust like that, then you'll kind of have an idea of what it's like. So please smash that thumbs up button. I've been working really hard to keep you guys entertained, so I think I deserve a thumbs up for the algorithm. I really appreciate it. So, as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.